We all like to feel sexy, right? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my sexy daytime fragrances because we all know fragrance can definitely boost your mood and can definitely make you feel more sexy. So I'm going to be sharing with you my go-to fragrances when I want to feel sexy for a daytime date. Now this video is going to be part 1 of 2. My next video will be my nighttime version of the same video. So make sure you are subscribed and have your notifications on so you can see that one as well. Anyway, let's get into it. Real quick, I do want to introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're into, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, by the way, we made 10K. Anyway, let's get into the fragrances. So as I said, these are my go-to fragrances for a daytime date. So for brunch or for a nice lunch with my husband, when I want to feel sexy, I want that extra bit of confidence, these are the fragrances that I turn to. So the first fragrance I have is one that I have loved for quite a while now, but I have held off mentioning it because I felt like I kind of dug it into the ground last year, but I had to put it in this video because it is definitely one I go to when I want to go on a sexy date with my husband during the day, and it's none other than Amouage Sunshine. So this beauty is so unique and it's so different, but at the same time I do feel like it's sexy, and when I wear it I feel sexy in it. So it is sweet, like a floral sweetness. It has some white tobacco in it as well that gives it a bit of depth and character. And then the flower that is in here that seems most prominent to my nose is osmanthus, and to me that's a different floral. I mean, osmanthus is in other fragrances as well, but I feel like it's done so well in this one. It gives it that bit of sweetness along with a bit of depth, maybe a tiny bit of smokiness, but not really. And then it also smells like honey is in this fragrance, but I don't believe honey is a note. But that's what it smells like to me. And this just boosts my confidence so much. I love wearing it. I love the way it smells. And my husband loves it on me as well. So this is Amouage Sunshine. So the next fragrance I have is way more affordable, and this is from the brand Swiss Arabian. This is Casablanca. So Casablanca to me smells like a sparkling apple cider. This is sweet. It definitely has that apple note to it, but it doesn't really go the apple pie route. It is more subtle than that, but it definitely has some sweetness to it, and I believe there may be some caramel in this as well. It definitely smells like it. But I just love the way this sits on my skin. To me, this is more of a flirty, fun, sexy fragrance, and I definitely think it's so worth the hype. It's worth the money. It's not very expensive, and I love to wear this on dates pretty much year-round during the daytime. Next up is a fragrance that I feel like I've talked a lot about, but this is none other than Kilian Love Don't Be Shy Extreme. This is the newer version. To me, this is a lighter weight version. If you've never smelled Love Don't Be Shy Extreme, it is orange blossom mixed with marshmallow and mixed with rose. So to me, the rose and the orange blossom kind of compete for which one is going to take over at the beginning of the fragrance, but as it dries down, the orange blossom kind of settles into the background and then the rose kind of comes forward. But this is not like a rose heavy fragrance, if that makes sense. I guess because the way it's mixed with that super sweet orange blossom and marshmallow, the marshmallow definitely sticks around the whole time. And I love that this one is a little bit lighter because I feel like I can wear it year round, and I definitely love this for a sexy daytime date, especially if we are going somewhere a little bit more upscale. I just feel like this makes me feel really like on. Now, hand in hand with that one, I'm kind of giving these the same spot, and I'll tell you why in a second, but the next fragrance that I have is Benevolence from House of Sillage. Now this was recently sent to me from the brand, and I've only worn it one time, but the reason I'm putting these together is because they smell very similar to my nose. I know that Benevolence has been compared to regular Love Don't Be Shy, but I think it smells a bit more similar to the Extreme just because it also has that lightness, kind of sparkling quality to it. It's not very heavy. It's like the original Love Don't Be Shy can be, and like I said, it smells very similar. However, I've never actually worn this on a date. So I feel like this one is kind of an honorable mention, but either one of these would work. I love both of them and they are very, very similar. The next fragrance I have is from one of my very favorite brands, and that is none other than Tom Ford. And we know Tom Ford is known for the sexy scents. When you guys see my nighttime version, please know that I had to restrain from making the whole video Tom Ford. But anyway, so the fragrance I'm talking about in this video is Orchid Soleil. I think this one is a perfect daytime fragrance, especially in warm weather. So this is sexy, it's sweet. It has tuberose in it, and it has this vintage feel to it, but it also has this sunshine type feel to it that makes it feel completely summer appropriate, and I love it. It's actually really, really beautiful, and I feel like it's pretty unique. And when I wear this, I feel like it's perfect for like a sexy summer day date. But you could wear it year round, but for me, I typically wear this during the spring and summer. The next fragrance is a very popular one, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, but it is none other than MFK Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. And again, I know this one has been like dug into the ground, but honestly, I love wearing this on day dates. It does make me feel sexy and very powerful. And I love wearing this when I'm going somewhere really like fancy schmancy because I feel like it just fits the bill. This one is not overly sexy. I feel like this is probably the least sexy out of all the ones I'm sharing with you. But I typically wear this on day dates because, I don't know, it makes me feel just powerful, bold, and sexy. So yeah, Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum. The Eau de Parfum is almost the same, but this one has that sweet cotton candy type smell to it, but it's done in a very upscale way, and it also has like this translucent nature to it. In addition to the cotton candy smell, this one also has bitter almond that gives it, to me, a little bit more sweetness and a little bit more fullness to the fragrance as opposed to the Eau de Parfum, but either one would work. And I love wearing this one for special occasion day dates. The next fragrance I have is from the brand Atelier Colognes, and this is Santal Carmen. And I love this bottle. It just says day date to me. Now I know this fragrance gets mixed reviews. Some people say it smells too masculine. I honestly don't get that at all. I love the way this smells, but you have to love sandalwood to like it. However, the sandalwood in this is very smooth. It's very easy to wear, and I feel like it's done in a way that has a sexy nature to it. For me, sandalwood doesn't typically smell sexy. It's more of a calming, comforting fragrance to me, or even like spicy. But this one is so like smooth and rounded, and I believe this also has saffron in it, which gives a little bit of spice, but the way this just plays off my skin is just like, it makes me feel like I'm on. Like, who gonna tell me anything? And I like that this is not a huge projecting fragrance. This is one where your partner will have to be kind of close to you so they can smell you, and I love it. So yeah, Santal Carmen by Atelier Colognes. The next fragrance is perfect for warm weather day dates, especially if you're going to be sitting outside with a little bit of breeze blowing on you. And this is from Roger Parfums, and this is Creation E Parfum Cologne. I feel like I've been talking about this a lot lately, but I honestly love it. This I call my rum and coke scent. It smells like rum and coke, but very elevated. It is sweet, it is boozy, but it's also kind of translucent in nature. It doesn't feel heavy or thick or like too much. This is definitely a unisex fragrance, but I love it on me. I just feel, I mean, this is just perfect for day dates. Sitting outside on a patio, letting the wind kind of like breeze over you. This, oh, so good. This is so good. I'm so happy that I took a chance on this. This was a blind buy for me, by the way, and I could not be happier with it. I love this one. Now, technically it's marketed for men, but like I said, I think it's perfectly unisex. The next fragrance I have is from the brand Nichane, and this is Ani. Now this fragrance I love because it gives me that cloud of fragrance all day, and it just makes me feel on point. This is a vanilla fragrance through and through, but it has some citrus and ginger to it that gives it that extra special twist. I think it's perfect year-round during the day. I think you can wear this at night too. It's very versatile, but I prefer it as a daytime date scent. I typically save this fragrance. I don't wear it to work or anything, so I typically save it for day dates or going out to lunch with a friend or something like that. And I just do that because I feel like it's kind of special. I love this one, and it makes me feel sexy, so why not wear it on a day date? So this is Nichane Ani. The next fragrance I have is from Jean Paul Gaultier, and I feel like a lot of his fragrances are very sexy. It just depends on, you know, if you vibe with them or not. The one that I'm going to share with you today is Classique Essence de Parfum. So this one is all about the orange blossom and ginger. Ugh, I hate these bottles. This little clip is on here, and a lot of times it'll knock the atomizer off, so just a second. So I know I said I hate the bottle, but I don't actually hate the bottle. I just hate that happens. But I actually like the bottle, and when you look at it, doesn't it just say it's a sexy perfume? I love this one. It's very sweet but also fresh, and it kind of has a sparkling nature to it. I think it does really well in warm weather, but also in cool weather. I think when in the warm weather, when the wind kind of blows or the heat gets to your skin, I just feel like it kind of transforms this fragrance and makes it a bit more evident, a bit more projecting, and I love it. And it definitely makes me feel sexy in a very feminine way. So Classique Essence de Parfum is a fave of mine. And then the last fragrance I have is one that I've kind of given a lot of flack to, but I actually love the smell of it, so I keep wearing it. This is none other than Xerjoff Cruz del Sur 2. So this fragrance is a beautiful, creamy mango scent that is perfect for summertime day dates. This just screams summertime to me. So this one wouldn't be a year-round one for me. But during the summer, I mean, come on. Who does not want to smell like a snack? This one is done so well. I love the scent of it. It's like, it's mango, but it definitely has a milky quality to it and a tiny bit of spice to it. And I just think it smells really, really beautiful. And although I think it lacks in the projection and longevity department, I do think that when I wear it, even though people don't smell it on me, it makes me feel some kind of way. So I smell it on me, it makes me feel just very like flirty and fun and sexy. So I had to include it in this video because it has been a go-to for daytime dates recently. So those are my 10 favorite sexy day date fragrances. Now I do have other fragrances that I wear on day dates, you know, just depending on where I'm going. But these in particular are ones that make me feel sexy, and so it just boosts my confidence for a day date. If you've made it this far in the video, I would like you to leave me a comment and tell me what is the fragrance that you turn to for day dates that makes you feel sexy and confident. Leave that down below so we can all share in that. Also, if you've made it this far, then I guess you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And also go ahead and subscribe and make sure you follow me over on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.